Alright, good day students. You're welcome once more to my channel. Today we shall be looking at Venn diagram. Now, Venn diagram was introduced by an English mathematician called John Venn. Now, to introduce Venn diagram to you, we must understand what a complement is. Complement of a set. Now, yesterday I told you about our universal sets, and now we need to understand what a complement of a set is. For example, if I am giving my universal set to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and I am giving a certain set A to be 2, 3, 7. My A complement, the complement is written this way. Either you write it as A with, it looks like a single apostrophe, its complement, or you write it as A with a small letter C on it. A complement, that's how it is written. My A complement are those elements that are in A, that are in the universal set but are not in A. Those elements that are in the universal set but you can't see in A, that is your A complement. So to list my A complement, I'll look at my universal set and I'll compare with the given set. I have 1 in my universal set. Do I have 1 in A? No 1 in A, so that will make it my A complement. 2, I have 2 here, so it's not it. 3, I have 3. 4, no 4 here, so I'll have 4. 5, no 5, I'll have 5. 6, no 6, I'll have 6. Now this is my A complement. Always remember this. Your A complement is the items, the elements that are in your universal set but are not in that given set A. Alright, the next thing we need to understand is difference of two sets. Once you understand these two, then solving any question involving Venn diagram will be very easy. Difference of two sets. If, for an example, I am given a certain set A to be equal to 1, 2, 3, 5, 7, 9, and I am given another set B to be equal to 2, 4, 7, 9, and I am now asked to find the difference, that is A minus B. Now, if I am asked to find A minus B, the same way you do your minus in normal arithmetic, you also do the same thing here. A minus B means what are the elements that are in A that you cannot see in B. You are taking away B out of A. So now look at my B. I have 2, 4, 7, 9. My A is this. So I'm only considering my A here. My A minus B will be elements in B, elements in A that are not in B. So I'm having what? 1. 1 is in A, it is not in B. I have 1. 2 is here. I will leave that. 3, I have 3. I have 5. 7, there's 7 here. I'll leave it. 9, there's 9 here. So I have just 1, 3, and what? 5. That's A minus B. Now let's reverse it and see B minus A so that you understand what we are doing properly. You can see when we are doing A minus B, we only consider the elements in A and we took out those that appeared in B. So for B minus A, I'll be considering the elements in B and I'll be taking out those of A. Now this is my B. I have 2. I have 2 here, so it's not it. I have 4. No 4 here, so I'll be writing what? 4. I have 7. There's 7 here. I have 9. There's 9 here. So my only element is what? 4. Hope this is understood. Alright, with an understanding of what A minus B and B minus A, that's the difference of two sets and the complement of a set, let's now dive into what? Venn diagram. Alright, for Venn diagram, you must note that your universal set, I told you the signs for the universal set, either this or you have a capital E or you have a capital U, is represented is represented by a rectangle. We represent our universal set by a rectangle, while other sets are represented by circles. Now take note of that. Your universal set in Venn diagram is represented by a rectangle, while other sets are represented by circles. Now we are going to interpret certain diagrams. That's why it is called Venn diagram. We are going to interpret certain diagrams. If we are able to interpret it properly, then we can start solving questions involving Venn diagram. So let's interpret some diagrams. If I am given this Venn diagram, remember that this is my universal set. It is represented by what? Rectangle. And I'm given two circles, P and what? Q. And they shade here for me and said I should interpret this shaded portion. Now look at this very well. Look at this very well. The shaded portion is what? Where P intersects with Q. Look at it very well. The two circles, where they shaded is where the two of them meet. And that is what? P intersection what? Q. Please take note of that. The shaded portion is P intersection Q. Let's draw another. I'm also given two circles, but this time the shade here. This is P and this is what? Q. Now look at where it is, where it's shaded. They didn't shade anything that involves what? Q. Anything that involves Q was not shaded. So what should that tell me? Remember that we just did complement or chord prime. So what is not shaded, what is not in Q is what is shaded. So it is what? P intersection what? Q prime. What is not in Q is Q prime. Remember, what is not in Q is Q prime. So it is Q prime, and where it intersects with what? P. Everything in P is shaded apart from where it intersects with Q. Alright, let's still take another example. This is example 2, and then example 3. Let's have 3 this time. 1, 2, 3, and I have P, Q, and R, and I shade where 3 of them meet. Now look at this properly. Where the 3 of them meet is where it's shaded. So you'll be having it as what? P intersection Q intersection R. That is the definition of where it's shaded. Remember that we are interpreting the shaded portions of these examples. Now we are having 3 and it's intersecting. Where 3 of them intersect is P intersection Q intersection R. Let's interpret a few more before we go into solving questions involving Venn diagram. Alright, look at this example on the board. We are given a Venn diagram with 2 sets inside, set P and set Q. Now, look at this. The 2 sets don't meet at all. Remember when we did disjoint set in our last class, we said disjoint set are sets that have no element in common. So this is an example of what? A disjoint set. No element in common. Disjoint set. Let's take another example. If I am given this to interpret, I have my Venn diagram. I have my set P and my set Q, P and Q, but the shaded part is inside the Venn diagram. What does that tell me? Alright, now look at this example. The shaded part is inside the Venn diagram, but the 2 sets themselves, nothing is shaded. So what's that telling me? It's telling me that the elements that are shaded are actually not in set P and set Q. So it means if I take my P union Q, remember when we did P union Q means combining elements in P and Q. But what is shaded is inside the what? universal set, and P union Q is not the universal set, but it is what the complement. So P union Q complement or prime, you can use any one. Either use that C or use the stroke on top. P union Q complement is the shaded part here. Alright, now that we understand a bit of interpreting Venn diagram, now let's start solving questions involving Venn diagram. Alright, we have an example on the board. The example says that we should use the Venn diagram to represent this. We are given a universal set from 1 to 10, containing numbers 1 to 10. Then we are given 3 sets, P, Q, and R. Now, how do you solve this? The first thing to do is what? The first thing to do is to see if there is an intersection between the 3 sets. So let's look for P intersection Q intersection R. What is in P that is also in Q that is also in R? I have 2 here, I have 2, I have 2. So it means I'm having 2. I have 4 here, no 4 here, so I won't go further. I have 5, 5, no 5 here. I have 7, no 7 here. So it's just 2. Now I now take 2 sets together. Let me see P intersection Q. What will P intersection Q give me? P intersection Q, I have 2, no 4, I have 5, 7, no 7. So it's just 2 and 5. Then let's see P intersection R. P intersection R. I'll explain why we are doing this. P intersection R. I have 2 here. I have 4. Do I have 4? Yes, I have 4. 5, no 5. 7, no 7. So just 2 and 4. Then the next one will be what? Q intersection R. Q intersection R. Now let's list out Q intersection R, where these two meet. I have 1, I have 2, 5, no 5, 6, I have 6. And that is all. Alright, now we've been able to get all our intersection. We can now draw our Venn diagram. Look at our Venn diagram here for 3 sets. I have 1, 2, and what? 3. If I label them, this is my P, this is my Q, and this is my what? R. Now, look at this. Where P and R meets is what? P intersection R. Where Q and R meet is Q intersection R. Where P and Q meet is P intersection Q. So now, the first thing to fill is, let's fill P intersection Q intersection R. P intersection Q intersection R is this point. Where do we have it? 2. We have 2. I'll put 2 here. It's only one figure. Then the next thing you fill, let's fill P intersection R. Look at the circle for P. Look at the circle for R. So this, from this point to this point, is where P intersects with R. What do we have as P intersection R? 2 and what? 4. I've already written 2, so the next thing I'm filling here is 4. Now let's do P intersection Q. I come to P intersection Q. I have 2 and 5. 2 and 5. I already have 2, so I'll be writing what? 5. The next one is Q intersection R. Q intersection R, I have 1, 2, 6. I've already written 2, so I'll be writing 1 and 6. So I'll be writing 1, 6. Now we've written all the intersection. The other things we need to write are the other elements in P. So what are the other elements in P? P, I have 2, 4, 5, 7. What have I written? I've written 2, 4, 5. It remains 7. So I'll be writing 7 inside here. Hope you're following me clearly. Alright, the next one is what? I'll be filling what? Q. Let's come to Q. I have 1, 2, 5, 6. 1, 2, 5, 6. I still have 8 on field. I'll be writing my 8 here. Then the next one is R. For my R, I have 1, 2, 4, 6, 9. This is my circle for R. 1, 2, 4, 6. I have what? 9. Now is that all? Let's see if it's all. If all the numbers have been captured, because we still have the universal set. The universal set says it's from 1 to 10. Is there any element that we've not written from 1 to 10? Let's see. I have 1. I have 2. Do I have 3 anywhere? No 3 anywhere. So it means 3 will be coming outside. Then I have 4. I have 5. I have 6. I have 7. I have 8. I have 9. The next thing I don't have is what? 10. So I'll be writing what? 10. Alright. Now we've been able to solve this question using what? The Venn diagram. Now Venn diagram is not as easy as this, but I'll make it very easy in our subsequent lessons. Please follow my channel and subscribe and also keep your notification on so that you know when the next video on Venn diagram drops. I celebrate you.